Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's Tay again. I am here and I'm super excited to be here with you all tonight. Um, I'm here with two of my amazing, successful business partners, and we are here tonight to talk about a topic that a lot of us have experienced and are probably going through. And maybe you feel like you are alone, but don't feel like you're alone because it's kind of like the elephant in the room that you have to get out of the bag, right? So we're here to just address it and be very transparent and just tell our honest experiences with you guys. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tay. I am a business coach in this business. I am a mom, I'm a wife, and I am streaming live to you from Arizona, where I live with my husband and my son. And I've been doing this for quite some time and I love it. And so I will pass the floor to my business partners so that you guys can get to know them a little too. Ladies, share a little about yourself so that our audience will know who you are too.
Tina, did you want to go first? Do you want me to go
Oh,
first?
go ahead, Marissa.
Hi, everyone. It's Marissa again. Thank you guys so much for having me back for another Real Talk here on the show. Again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Marissa. I am a digital business owner. I've been in the business for roughly a little bit over a year. And by day, I also work as a medical billing specialist for the past 7 years. So I loved it where I work, but of course, I also love being part of the community here. I love, conversing and sharing strategies with my business partners. So today, Conte already said it. We're here back with another topic to share our experience and our strategies, just be very transparent with you guys on some of our journeys here in the digital business. So thank you guys for having me back. Tina, go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. And my name is Tina. I am a mother of four and I am a teacher. I've been a teacher for over 20 years. I've lost count after 20. And I think I'm pretty fabulous. I think I'm a fabulous wife to my husband. And I'm also a digital business owner. And I'm just glad to be able to share the floor with you ladies. So thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, ladies. And I'm super excited to be here with both of you guys too. And thank you for your time. I appreciate it. So tonight's topic might be a little bit sensitive, might not be, but we have to get it out there, right? Because I mean, if you've ever felt unsupported or doubted by your own family or friends when starting something new, I mean, whether it's a business or a passion project, that's what they call it these days, right? A passion project, or even a new lifestyle change, then this live's for you. Okay, so keep listening. But like I said earlier, I'm here with my two amazing business partners, Marissa and Tina, and tonight we're going to share and be really honest. It's tough. It's tough when people you expect to cheer you on are the ones questioning your choices, right, ladies? Has any of you share if any of you have had those experiences with doubts and skepticism from loved ones?
Well,
Did
go
you
ahead.
want to
Go ahead,
No,
Marissa.
no, you can go first. I'll let you go for this time.
Okay. So I have dabbled in a lot of different side hustles in the past. And I've always had my family and friends cheering me on. And it was the greatest feeling because you feel like, okay, I've just started. They're really supporting me. And you feel like, okay, I can keep doing this, right? But the truth is when you stop doing that side hustle, they only can support you for, a few more times, right? Because it's like, oh, she's doing something new. She's trying something new. And so part of that really is I've realized that you can't depend on your family and friends. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but they're always going to support you. But like for me, I've just said, okay, I need to stop expecting them to support me because um, they've been doing it all the times in the past. And so I've just said to myself this time, first, it's not a side hustle. anymore. This digital business is not a side hustle anymore. And secondly, I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in myself to say, you know what, even if no one is cheering for me, like I got to do this. I got to do it for myself. I got to do it because I believe in myself. And so there was a lot of that where it's just kind of like, okay, now they don't ask me what I'm doing because they're just it, you know, I don't know what they're thinking about it, which is fine. But they don't ask me about it. I do have friends every now and then who are like, oh, I see that you're doing something. Like, what's that about? And so part of that is really just me keeping my blinders on, just saying, hey, I got to focus on this. I don't care if anyone is cheering me on. I got to get this. I got to do this because it's my dream. It's my vision. So yeah, it was a lot of self-reflection and evolving through this whole process as well, for me to say, I, even if no one's cheering, I got to do this. I got to cheer for myself.
I mean, it's one thing to hear doubts and skepticism from strangers, right? But when it's coming from your family or your close friends, it hits differently. And because like you feel you want them to be the supported one, but like you said, for a lot of us, it can make and break our confidence, though, you know. But it is important to know and to think that, and remember that it's not always about them not believing in us. It's sometimes it's their own fears of the unknown, right? And their own experiences too. So I'm glad that you able to reflect and say, hey, this is me, right?
Yes.
So that's good, you know, that's good. Marissa, what about you?
You know, I have to agree with Tina that I fall within like a little bit of the same boat. Um, you know, I have family members and friends that kind of like questions like, hey, what are you doing? But it's never been so much as to where they kind of bring me down on my choices and what I am manifesting towards. They know that I'm working towards something. And so they just quietly support me on the side, which is more than I can ask for, right? Because like Tina said, a lot of it is part of emotional support, but also at the same time, you got to have faith in yourself and you got to believe in yourself that you can push forward and you can be ready to succeed and be ready to accept all of your blessings and your results and be able to move forward. And of course, it's going to be a challenge. There's going to be a lot of self-reflection and understanding yourself, but the main person that it's going to be able to alleviate a lot of those doubts, it's going to be yourself. When you start to produce results and everything and show people I can be the boss, eventually they're gonna jump on the train and be like, yeah, we had our doubts, but you proved us wrong. You were, ready from the start for a change to prove yourself that you are more than what you said you were. And so, there's always like so many possibilities out there for yourself and so much potential that I think a lot of us here can vouch that we probably don't even know about ourselves until we start our own journey and our own self-reflection. So I do agree with Tina, and I fought a little bit in that same boat.
I think a lot of us have experienced it and have gone through it or is going through it, like I said earlier. And, I totally agree with both of you. But before we dive in, I just want to bring up like a social experiment that really puts this into perspective. Okay. There's this social experiment called, what's it called again? It was called crab mentality. Have you guys ever heard of it?
No.
Well, the idea of that social experiment is that if you put a bunch of crabs into a bucket, anytime one tries to climb out of the bucket, the others pull it back down. And that's the kind of thing that happens in life, right? When you really look at it, I never really thought about it until like we were going to talk about it. And it's like, yeah, we all really go through that. And then that's really what happens, because our circle of friends and family, that's kind of what they do, not intentionally, but, you know, sometimes when we try to break free from the norm, right, the social norm, whether it's
Right.
starting an online business or leaving a traditional job, right? Oh my gosh, you're crazy for leaving that job. What are you going to do with, you know, like, how are you going to make it? And making it like a big change in our lives, right? The people around us, even the ones we love or love us, might be the ones pulling us down. And it's, like I said, not always intentional, but it's because just remember that it's probably because it makes them uncomfortable too, that we're trying to step out or trying to climb out of the bucket, right?
Yeah.
So let's be real, okay? So let's be real for a second. Have you guys, like, what kind of strategies have you used to get over it? Because I know that's hard, right? We have this thing where you can generalize it to comfort zone too, where you'll fall right back in. When you get pulled down, I'm sure those crabs, they fall over and on their back and they cannot get back on their feet, right? So what strategies have you guys used to kind of get over and stay focused?
For me, I'm just like, I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it to anybody unless it's like my business partners, because I think the truth is, when people don't understand what you're doing, they're looking at you from their lens. And so when you're sitting here talking about, the business community, the freedom of this business, the potential of the income in this business, people don't understand it. And so I think it's like you said, Coach Tay, where it's like they are also fearful. So they're like, no, you can't, that's not possible. That's not possible. And so they start to, even if it's like, I know the possibilities, but when they say it, it's kind of like that little poke. It lets out it lets in air that's not yours, right? And so now I'm just like, I don't talk to anybody about it. Like, I tell my kids, oh, I'm doing my digital business, and that's as far as I need to go. Not that they would say anything negative, but it's just the fact that it's just kind of like, I don't have to go into detail with anybody. I don't have to explain what I'm doing, because they wouldn't understand it anyway. So I just keep my blinders on. I just interact with business partners because they understand, they really understand from the inside. So I think when we're talking about it generally, just even to the audience, the people who are listening who don't know about it, it's like you are going to sit there from your lens and your experience and your perspective, and you're going to say, no, it's not real. It's whatever, doubts you have. And so, that's why I'm saying, you just got to keep focused.
I completely agree with everything that Tina said. I think you and me are very similar, Tina. We fall within exactly the same boat.
Yes.
I completely agree with silent manifestation. Going at your own pace, fighting at your own pace, and like you said, less is more. So when you're just focused on yourself and you allowed yourself to just focus on your goals and manifest on your goals, and allowed, I'm not going to say toxic words, but they do kind of, sometimes when you hear too many different opinions, it does shift your mindset sometimes, like what Conte said. Too many words being said, too many opinions being given, sometimes it will shift your perspectives on things, it will shift your mindset on things. And so I do agree that silent manifestation does work best for me, focusing only on my goals and moving forward. And I do believe that actions do speak louder than words. So when your results that you produce, whether that is, big results or small results, it doesn't matter, what it matters is that you know exactly what you are fighting for. and you know exactly what is it you're manifesting towards, whether it is, you know, just trying to get away from the negativity. That's a great start right there to focus on yourself, whether it's like a habit that you want to change. And you know, a lot of people always say things like, you know, you should do this way, you should do this that way, you know, but you know yourself better than anyone else. So it's about, you know, like what we already said, a lot of self-reflection involved indeed. And for me, it does work best with silent manifestation, focusing on yourself, believing yourself, having faith in yourself, knowing that you are worth for success and you are ready to receive the success, and just focus on your goal. I think that works best for me.
Absolutely.
It may sound a little bit selfish, but I think that works best for me.
Not at all.
Not selfish at all. No, 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 no. Because I mean, like Tina's touched on it a lot, because she says, you know, they just don't understand. They just can't believe that an online business could be legit, right? And so they don't see it. But you'll hear them say, "Is this real? You should just stick to the lakes and the rivers that you're used to, right? Or what's safe." But like we keep saying, we have to keep reminding ourselves that, and I also remind myself, just because they don't see my vision doesn't mean it isn't there, right? Just because they don't see what I see doesn't mean it's not real. So you just have to, like you said, you know, be positive, work on yourself, and even if they're positive to you in your face and they're not behind your back, it's okay, because that's not your problem, right? Because you know that it actually works, and you're going to keep trying, and you're going to keep going no matter what. And they just don't have the same mindset that you have. And so I'm sure that a lot of people out there are listening, and if you're not going through it, great, right? Great for you. But if you're going through it, we totally get it. We've been there, we've done it, and we understand. And we've heard all of the questions, all of the remarks, and that's okay, because again, you can't try to convince somebody to believe you in what you're doing. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see it yourself. Then you will show it through results, right? Because skepticism and fear is a part of being human, and we all had that when we started this journey. So, you know, handling it graciously, gracefully is just the way to be, because that's how you carry on and you focus on going forward. And, you know, I'm sure that a lot of you watching this are going through this and maybe feeling discouraged already, but don't be, because you can pick yourself up, you can dust yourself off, and you can move forward, and you don't have to do it alone. You can surround yourself with people who will pick you up and push you forward and lift you up. And you don't have to in this business, you know, and especially in this business, you have a community, a global community, who will support you, who will celebrate your successes with you, who will understand your dreams and your goals, and who has this similar mindset and values that you do, that want a better future, a better tomorrow, and want that time independence, wants that financial independence to travel when you still have the strength and the health to, right? Why are we going to wait until we're like past 65, 68, right? And then try to go and see the world. We don't have the health anymore, because I mean, maybe some people still do. Okay, I'm not speaking for everybody. Okay, but for me, I'm already like tired, and I want to still travel when I can still enjoy it. So doubts from loved ones, it's okay. They'll see one day when you do it with results, right? So I'll just share one thing that helped me, is setting boundaries. Not in a harsh way, but because I've heard, how's your MLM going? You know, how is your like lots of stuff, okay? But I just set boundaries, and not in a harsh way at all, but if I knew that certain people weren't going to be supportive, I just stopped discussing my business with them. And I'm sure you guys mentioned that too. And I just focused on my surroundings and on myself And like I said, I surround myself with people who understands my goals. And I'm so grateful that I found this community, because I have people who certainly think the same way I do. And you two sitting on this panel with me feel the same way. Like, it's not us, it's them, right? It's okay. We're going to keep going no matter what. If they want to come, come. If they don't, it's okay. We're not going to stay with them there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else to add, ladies?
I wanted to add one thing too. I absolutely love this quote, and I am probably saying it all wrong, but there's a quote that, people have to see it first before they believe it, but you have to believe it before you can see it, or something to that nature, right? But I think that's the thing too, where with this business, like, people expect you, like, it's 6 months in, a year in. Well, how come you're not a millionaire? Well, in any kind of business, it's going.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
If it were like that, everybody would do it, right? But the truth is, the results don't show up, and that's not true for everybody. But I'm saying, generally, when you start something, you're not going to see the results right away. It's just like working out. Like, you're not going to get your 6-pack tomorrow, right?
No, absolutely not.
There's that concept, like, you have to believe it in yourself before you can show them, right? Before it can arrive. And I think people are like, well, I need to see the proof before I do it. And I think that just shows a lot of, like, okay, you got to dream bigger, right? You have to have that dream to say, I want to create my life, and I want my life to be like this, and people are going to sit there and say, well, what do you mean you want a mansion and you don't want to work? And, that's not reality. Well, you have to be brave enough to, like, dream outside of the box. Right. And I think that's why, for me, I'm just like, I keep my blinders on, because I don't want my dreams tainted in that way, to say, well, it's not going to happen, because where is your $1 million house? Where's your income? Like, I know all that. I'm always living my life as I want. So I think there's that, where people who are looking into the business and you want to see results right away, I will honestly tell you, if you want a sustainable business, if you want a sustainable lifestyle with this business, you have to build it. Because if anything that comes quickly, it's gonna go away that fast too.
It's not gonna last. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. And another thing is, we have to be okay with people not believing in us right away, right? And the truth is, like, the same people who are skeptical today might be the ones asking us for advice later too, and how many of us have had people who doubted us at first and then came back later when they saw results? I've experienced that. Because that reminded me when you mentioned that, they'll come back anyways, right?
Yes, and they're always watching.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, like, hi, I see you guys.
It's funny how that works. It's really funny. Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to go ahead and add is the fact that, I think I mentioned this many times, we don't have obligations to anyone out there. And so you don't have obligations to us as well. We don't sell, we don't recruit nobody. This is just an opportunity for those that are interested to join us in the online world, in the online space. And as the same reason that you guys are skeptical and you guys are doubting things, because we believe that this business is really legit and it works. It has worked for many, many people. We know that the trainings we offer, everything that we have in here is amazing. We want to know that our future business prospects are going to be legit as well. Okay. I have to be very honest about that. If you come in here and you think this is an easy, get rich kind of gig. It's not, like Tina said, it is your business. You have to be committed. You have to come in here and build your business. You have to be coachable. You have to be trainable. You have to be a teamwork. Be able to work in teams, be able to work individually, effectively, productively, stay consistent, stay on top of things. It's not that you're ever going to be alone in here. Everybody's always going to push and pull and share strategy, share knowledge in here. So we do have a very supporting community in here. We have, all our leaders, our coaches, our business partners, to our mentors. It's always willing to help. But the same thing that, you guys have all these questions, all these doubts about the business. When we talk to someone like a future prospect, we want to make sure that we're talking to someone who's not going to come in here and poach somebody in here, who's not going to be a watcher and just think this is an easy gig. We want legit people, and legit people that just, nobody's special. All people for all different walks of life. We're very like-minded individuals that just want a change in their life. They want a different lifestyle. This is an opportunity that's offered to those people that are interested. So that's all that we do, is we offer opportunity to those that just want a different in their life, basically.
Yeah. And this is a real life changing, has been for me, to be quite honest, because if I had let those fears and doubts and skepticisms from loved ones get to me and stop me, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be who I am today. And so honestly, again, just a reminder for those who are watching, and if you're facing doubts from your family or friends because you want to change your life or you want to be different, and you don't want to be the chameleon that just blends in anymore, just remember, it's not personal, okay? Most people doubt what they don't understand, like Tina mentioned earlier, Marissa mentioned, and you don't need their approval to be successful. You are the one who is supposed to give yourself permission to be successful. So you make that decision, not them. Okay. And also remember to let your results speak louder than your explanations. You don't have to explain to anybody what you're doing if they don't understand. You just have to understand what you're doing and where you're going. That's the most important. And the most important is to stay connected to people who are like-minded, that will support you and will be there, will understand you. Because having people who believe in you makes it all the difference, because it makes your day brighter, and it makes your ambition and it gives you more courage, confidence, and it gives you more, I don't know, how do they say it, stamina to move forward, right? So yeah, I just want to mention that don't forget, you're the only person who can give yourself permission to achieve that success and move forward.
And I just want to add too, because I think it's really important, like, who also to consider, even if it's the opinion of people, it's from people that you love. I always think, okay, has this person achieved in this business, or have they failed? What are their experiences, right? Because I think if anyone who is coming in and you're already thinking, oh, this business, it's not good, then you're not gonna achieve, because you're already coming in with that mindset of like, what, now my family's saying this and I can't do this, and now you're letting their doubts overrule your own opinion and your own dreams and goals. So really just don't take any opinion, like take it with a grain of salt. People are going to share their opinion unsolicited, and you just have to say, okay, thank you. And that's it, And I think, like Coach Say mentioned earlier, just don't talk to them about it. Because they, they got nothing to say. So just you don't have to engage.
They can keep their opinions to themselves, and as long as you don't talk to them about what your dreams and goals are, do it quietly. Like Marissa says, do it quietly, right? But you're setting yourself boundaries too. So yeah, if our conversation today resonates with you out there, do drop a comment and let us know that you stopped by. And if you're watching the replay later, on, just, drop a comment, say replay, or just give us an emoji so that we know that you stopped by. And if you're ready, comment ready, and then we will message you personally and share more information on how we got what we did and what helped us push past our doubts in our surrounding and surrounded ourselves with people who are successful and who believe in our successes. And if you want to learn more, let's chat, right? Message any one of us on this platform.
Yes. And if you are having doubt and it's no one's opinion but your own doubt, like, overcome that. Find the courage. Just say, you know what? I just want to check out the webinar. I'm going to just check it out, and maybe it will relieve some doubt that I have, or the story that I'm making about the business, which, I mean, it happens. But I think that when you take that first step to say, okay, I'm really doubtful, but I'm also very curious. So I'm going to sign up for the webinar. I just want to check it out. I want to come in with an open mind, check it out, and you will also see that your doubt and your misconceptions will be answered, because it's just whatever fear you have within yourself. So, like, just let it go. Let it go.
I think
Let
it's
go
just
and be scared.
yeah, I think it's just that little gray area of them not being able to obtain enough information to make them like say, "Oh, I really believe in this." That makes them doubt a little bit. But like Tina said, if you just allow yourself to, you know, really kind of research it a little bit, sign up, watch the webinar. It doesn't have to be, something that you want to do, but if you're interested and you want to learn, sign up, watch the webinar. If you are interested, definitely take action, and we will see you on the inside.
Yeah. And I just want to kind of summarize, like you guys said, they don't understand. Just keep moving as long as you believe in yourself and you keep pushing yourself forward. Build yourself a negativity-proof mindset, because doubt and skepticism from family can be very negative for us if we want to, because it can make or break us. But if your desire to want to change is a lot stronger, you will withstand anything, right? So remember that, again, people just don't understand. And one day, let the results speak louder than the action. So, anything else to add, ladies, before we let our audience go?
No, I think I'm good.
I think we covered a lot.
Yeah.
We talked a lot, and I just really appreciate anyone just, dropping in, just kind of listening. Maybe, you're just a little bit interested, and even just if you've watched the live this far, we'll just kind of start to have that self-talk of like, oh, what am I doubting? Why am I doubting it? And really just reflect. And like I shared at the beginning, you don't need anyone to cheer you on. You got to do it for yourself first.
That's true.
Yep. You are your biggest cheerleader, actually,
Yeah.
Even nobody's clapping for you, clap for yourself, loud and proud.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. And thank you to all of our audience also, and I appreciate your time and you ladies here being here with me. So we will see you all next time. So stay focused, stay motivated, and keep pushing forward and believe in yourself, and you're already halfway there. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.